All right, did y'all think Paula Patton did an amazing job, by the way? But when we first saw her come out, I said, I get to... Can you guys hear me? I feel like I could just talk loud, but... All right, so let's get into it. Warcraft is a very popular game amongst millions of people who have played it. So what was it about this role that made you say, I must play Garona?
Well, first of all, hi everybody. Thank you so much for coming. This is awesome. It's really, it's always good to see people. Garona was, what wasn't there to like about it? You know, she, for an actress, for me, the chance of getting to begin the movie as the slave of Gul'dan and where Garona ends, you know, this transformation that Garona gets to have, this sort of evolution of her. It was an incredible thing to take on. It was, so I welcomed it. It was a really funny thing, to be honest with you. I read the script and I loved the role, and then I met with Duncan Jones, our director, who did a magnificent job. And in the room, which rarely happens, he's like, I want to do this with you. And I'm like, I want to do this with you. This sounds amazing. And then I was walking away. I'm like, that job, yeah, it's awesome. So excited. And then I got in my car and I went, oh my God, oh God. I was like, what have I done? Because I was so scared of taking on half orc, half human, green, and a character that people knew. I'd never played a character that people knew before and was beloved by some. So it was scary, you know. But the thing is that playing this role, it changed my life. It truly did. All the challenges in playing Garona, the physical stuff, the mental stuff, all of it, it also changed me. So it was something that scared me, and I think that the things that scare you are the things that you're meant to do. Because you know how it is, like, when you're doing it, you feel pain and suffering, and everybody goes, you'll be happy about it after. Oh God, I don't want to hear it. And then of course, afterwards you're like, thank you so much, because it makes you grow. So, this is a really special role for me, special time in my life.
All right, my next question I was going to ask is, what did you do to prepare for this? Because obviously when you came out, how amazing was her, like, listen, it's time to go to the gym, it's summertime. You saw Paula Patton when she first came out, she looked amazing, but you also did all your own stunts. Yeah. So what did you have to do to prepare for that?
Well, first it was just the way that they wanted Garona to look. They wanted her to look like she could be half orc. And so the director, Duncan, wanted me to look yoked, you know, and then I had to go to the gym, and a lot. So it was 2.5 hours a day, 6 days a week, just all kinds of protein shake, just steaks for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It was painful. You have to go through a moment where you just look like a man, just full stop. It's just like really weird. You're kind of fat, but you're not. It was about getting to do all my stunts, and I didn't do everything, but I got to do most of it, and I think that's the fun of playing a character like this, and also important is feeling like you could actually do those things. You know, I can't jump, obviously, as high as Garona. I wish I could just jump on a horse like that, but learning how to do the swords and the knives and boxing and riding a horse. I had never ridden a horse before. It was an amazing experience, and through that, that's when I started to feel like, okay, I know who Garona is. I just feeling the strength of overcoming each challenge helped me feel more like a warrior that she is, and so it was good. And then so that helped the mental. And the mental is always one of those things that I think I'm too shy to share that bit. You know, there's the work that you do in your heart and your mind and soul to try to, for you to believe that you could play the character. It doesn't, you know, probably stuff that you guys maybe would never notice, but it helps me get out of the door and on the set, because unlike any other movie before, I was scared to the very second I walked on the stage. I was. So, anyways.
How did that feel the first time you actually saw the end product?
It's the weird thing because I don't want to. I don't feel like when I watch it, I don't feel like it's me. So I'm really. This is an honor to the director Duncan Jones and his vision because you can't know what you're going to be in until you see it like this, and it's really incredible. You know. So I was blown away. Quite frankly, I had no idea it could look like that, and the scope of it. It was really incredible, you know, and then I got to see an IMAX, which, I mean, I know I feel like I'm selling hard, but I don't mean to. It's just that, you know, you do something like this, you give 7 months of your life to something, and you sort of take a leap of faith, and it really means that much, and when it turns out well, it'd be hard for me to really lie this much, and I like it. I'm just really proud to be part of it, you know. Thank you, I appreciate that. So yeah, I really loved it. I was like, well done. Well done. Well done. Not to me, no, if it's the director.
As a victim, she's a captive, but by the end of the movie, we see that you are definitely not a victim. What do you want the audience to take away from your character?
Well, they'll be showing a movie. You know what? That no matter what life you're born into, you have the ability to change your fate. And that's the real truth, is that we all have a choice. And that's what's, it's unfair in life, but we can't spend much time on it, right? And you can't choose our parents, but you can choose your mind, set your hopes, your aspirations, and you can change your life if you want to. And there's something in Corona, what it is that her heart is what serves her. It's not her strength or being able to box or anything. It's that her heart gets moved, and because of that, she adjusts and changes, and you see a king see something in her because of that, because she trusts that, and then she ends the movie the way it does, which is quite incredible. You know.
Feels like a part 2 coming, doesn't it?
Maybe I would love to do it. It's in the people's hands now. It's ticket sales. It's math now, quite frankly. Let's be honest. We all want to do it, but so that's the hard thing. You know, my mind has been changing recently about a lot of things, but my whole life I hated that idea of biracial. I found it so offensive because oftentimes when people would say that, it was a way to sort of disassociate themselves with being black, which we all know is a struggle in life. And so and my mom, who's white, but and my dad too, but my mom really, she's like, no, you're black, and it's the world, there's no other box to check off. You're black, and I always thought of myself that way, and I really didn't like that idea. Because of what I'd seen that people do and behave. And now, the thing is that my mind is changing in this way that we all have so many different cultural backgrounds, right? And it depends on where your heart space is at. And my mom is a part of who I am. She is, you know, and she is white for sure. She's got blonde hair. So I thought to myself, I don't really know how I feel about this. What does this mean? Because can we finally get to a place where these things don't matter? I see these young people today, and everything's changing, you know, like gender importance, sexuality. I mean, it's really surprising how fast these lines are getting blended, and the really young kids don't hear about these things. And I think this is what this movie is trying to say, is somehow you're watching orcs and humans, and for the first time I've ever seen a movie where you like a different being than a human, right? And that you feel compassion for the orcs and for the humans. And I think what that's saying is that, you know, it's about the soul, right? It's about get past the tusk, get past the green. People love, feel pain, anger, all of it the same. And we need to get to a place where we appreciate our traditions, our culture, because that's special, everything that makes us different. But it's been so divisive, and could we like imagine a world where we like had, don't get me, it's been a long day and I'm an emotional girl. But I mean, I really mean this, like what would that be to like bring people together and truly like feel like you're just part of humanity? I mean, I know that's a grand, crazy thing in our world, but it's something to aspire to, I think, you know? And then I'll tell you, yeah, you know, you don't always feel like you fit in, you know, all the time, you know, especially if you're a white mom and a black dad, so life is a little bit different, but I guess I never really focused on it. But I think that everybody can relate to this feeling, I mean, not everyone, but a lot of people of not feeling like you belong in some way or another. And that, I think that's what Corona speaks to. And so I don't know, so that's my story. I've been thinking about how I was going to answer. I think that's the truth.
That was a great answer. Now let's talk about, you said that you feel like you're a different person after doing this movie. In what ways would you say you're a different person? Like, what are some things that you took away from this just for your own personal?
It's funny. I'm a talker. I'm just gonna go with it, guys. So I was driving in the car, and my best girl here. Anyways, I remember we were doing all these makeup tests for this role, and I was scared to death, right? Like I was like the Wicked Witch of the West. I looked crazy, and I was in this bathroom, and I was like, oh my God, I don't know. And she's like, girl, either you go in or not. Like, go 100 or not. Let's just do this, right? And I'll never forget the way she encouraged me to do this role, because it scared. I was doing 2-a-day workouts at one point. I was hungry. I was going through my own emotional stuff in my own personal life. And I was like, well, and now I'm a creature? What does that mean? I don't understand. Where is my career going? I'm just confused. And then when I embraced it, it was like giving yourself over to something where you just like, you know, like having faith, right? And just like you just take it one day at a time. And I said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to give it a go. So every time I got through the wedding challenge and you got to another challenge and you accomplished it, it started to change me and it strengthened me. And I mean, during this movie, I got separated from my husband. We're divorced now, but it's all good. That's life. That happens. It's with all love. But certainly, I can't look back at this and not think that it was a time to change my life, because it did, you know.
Yeah, you did. Phenomenal. And obviously, like, respect and honor were very important for the horse.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about respect and honor for you in your real life.
You know what? We were not. This is supposed to be a fun interview. It's my fault. No, I'm jet lagged. I'm emotional. But this movie, yes, respect and honor are very important. Obviously, I'm sure everybody would say that. But I guess the question is, how much further do you want to bring that in your life to really respect and honor everyone? What does that mean? Like, you know, I guess that's what I've been just dealing with a lot lately, is like, just what is the truth, right? And you're told one thing your whole life, and then you can change your mind. And be more loving, embrace more people, truly, you know, think outside the box, you know, open your heart, and then respect and honor means something else, because I think everybody would say, oh, I want respect and honor, but I guess I challenge myself, and I would challenge people to push that boundary to things and people that you normally wouldn't, you know. You know what, that's not the name she gave herself. That's something to think about. That was a name given to her, and she, what did you say? Yeah, but that's my, you know, that's, yes, and I think that that's the thing, is that somebody gave her that name. That's not the name she chose for herself. So you can choose your own name, right? And you can choose not to be a victim. You can choose not to be cursed and not to give over to it. Now, it's going to be much more challenging when they just call you cursed at the beginning. We all know that. But you know, anyways, yes. I think it's a powerful thing to think about.
But you can't define what you've been defined as by other people.
Yeah.
And so what do you, that's a powerful message for our youth that's growing up in rough circumstances today. So what, away from this whole entire movie, is the message that you think viewers should take, especially our youth?
This is what I think is exciting about this film. This is what, I loved movies since I was a little girl, and I loved playing make-believe. That was my favorite game growing up. And I always thought the best movies were the movies that you fully escape. You got the full escape, right? Because that's what I really think art's meant to do. Art's function in society is to give people a breath and a release from their life. But if you can do that and somehow move somebody's heart, mind, and soul, then that's really something. And I think that this film is one that, especially with young people, because they won't really know what's happening, they'll have more compassion, which is I think the world needs, is to see that there are no boundaries, there's no borders, and you know when this movie ends, you don't think that war is a good thing. It's a fun ride. You want to see what's coming next. You know, we're all in for the drama and the thrill, but you can't help but say that war does damage and takes lives and creates tragedy. So in that, what is the opposite of that? How do you not have war? You have to have compassion, and you have to have love. And I know I'm old softy that way. I love love. I really believe in that. I just think that it's always the answer.
Well, right now I would like to open it up for some Q&A. You know, Paula's been traveling and she's been doing a lot, so I want to make sure you guys have an opportunity to ask some questions about the movie also. So if you have a question, yes, right here. You can say your name, stand up.
Oh, sorry.
Speak loudly.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm a little sore myself. Hi, my name's Jose.
Hi, Jose.
I actually met. Oh, sorry. Hello. Oh. So I actually met Duncan Jones in Boston at like a Q&A for the movie as well, as a big gamer. My question.
What do you play in the video game? Because there's always
there's so many.
Are you blood? Oh,
it was one of those things that when I answered, everyone attacks.
Okay, forget it. Okay. Don't tell me. Okay.
No,
see, open your heart.
Basically, a simple question I asked Duncan is the same question I asked you. Can I take a selfie?
Of course. Don't come on. Don't do that.
Don't everybody do that now.
I'm an actual.
Oh, it's all good. Whatever. You know what? We're here now. Let's have some fun. I don't know where to go but to bed, and that doesn't sound that fun. So, what's going on?
Yes, a question.
I can't answer any of those questions. I don't like to lie, so I can't answer any of those questions. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, right here.
Sorry. I have a project out that's called The Do-Overs on Netflix, and that's just a fun, good, funny little movie with Adam Sandler and David Spade. So I had a really good time making that. And I don't know what's next, to be honest with you. You know, I'm trying this out, and I'm not saying I'm succeeding, but just like enjoying this moment, and also trying to create the opportunities that I want for myself. So, and I'm one of those people that I don't think you should say something unless it's actually real. So I'm not going to tell you that I have a production company until you actually see it in the theaters, and it happens. so yeah, I'm trying. I want to do that. I want to produce films and not just for myself, but for others. And so we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Okay, right here.
Yeah, one thing that I liked about this movie is the ending was tragic. Was really happy. How did you react to that in terms of script? Because that's something that kind of triggers me. Like war, people die, it's sad.
Wait, okay. But you still like the movie, right? No, I think that this movie, it's weird. It breaks some rules, right? In normal film, I know it's what captivated me, quite frankly. It's also why it's Warcraft the beginning, and it's in this when you were given this kind of this task that our director, Duncan Jones, is given, and all this money, and then, you know, you're allowed to make something that's, it's like slightly subversive, you know, if you really think about it, if you want to break it down, college style, you know what I mean? So I like that about it. I thought it was really intriguing, and of course, I really hope that we get to explore this further. And hopefully there's a happy ending, you know.
Okay, yeah, lady right here.
Yes. Speaking of like how you say you have the program on Netflix and coming from romantic comedies, what was it about this film that pushed you to kind of go outside of the box that you kind of were in, where it was romantic comedies and lighthearted projects, where now you're doing action and, you know, really serious, you know, stunts and things of that nature?
I mean, I don't know. I guess I didn't say it's so. I've done all of them. I don't pick a movie by the genre, you know. I pick it by the material. You know, Precious. That movie, it moved my soul when I read it. It made me cry, and that made me want to do it. I wanted to be play that teacher, and I like romantic comedies. I think they're fun. I think they're a great escape in that way, and I know for me, I don't have a math or science to what I choose. And it's also what chooses me, quite frankly, also. So when those two things meet, it's a good thing, and that's what happened here.
Okay, right here, sir, Nikki.
How you doing? Just wanted to ask, I am a gamer. I want to know what kind of video game research did you have to do? How much did you game? And also, are you a gamer yourself? If so, what console?
It's going to be very disappointing for you. I've never played a video game. I think I played Pac-Man with my brother way back when. I didn't even know what Warcraft was until I'm being honest. I read the script. That's what it was, and then Duncan Jones, he introduced me to the world. I have terrible hand-eye coordination. So I don't know what to tell you. I'm a disappointment. I'm sorry. I researched the character and how people who played the game felt about Grown and what they knew about her. But I don't play.
But the great thing about this movie is even if you don't, it's still a great movie.
Absolutely.
Okay, yes, right here.
What was your favorite scene to shoot and why?
Okay.
Both have glasses.
I can't choose favorites. I don't know. I can't answer that question because I could go on forever. We'll be here all night. Because I'd say, well, this, then that. So.
What was your favorite scene?
Probably the ending when she realized like the regret of what she did, but she knew it was for a good cause. That pained expression on her face like set the tone for possibly more. I mean, hopefully. So, I mean, it just showed so much of her character. Just her face. Your face in that scene was like, wow, you know, she knew that she did a good thing. And she's going to have to now mend that relationship with, you know, the new king. So I really look forward to seeing that grow.
Yeah, I love you. Thank you. That's great. That makes me very happy.
Okay, and right here in front of her.
What? I'm sorry, you go
Okay,
ahead.
we're trying to get all of everyone.
What was it like working with Travis?
It was really incredible, to be honest with you. We had a great time together. He was one of those people you meet in your life. It was really odd. I don't know. I've said it before. I felt like clearly I got crystals and stuff, and I like astrology, so I believe in past life. So I definitely felt like I'd had a past life with him. We had some kind of soul connection, and it was really a pleasure to work with him.
Yes, and the young lady right here.
Hi. I wanted to know if your son saw the movie, and if he's gonna see it, do you think he'll be super stoked that mommy's a hero?
So he hasn't seen it yet, but he came to set a lot, and are you a good orc or a bad orc, mommy? And I think, you know what, I think I will let him see it, because I think he can handle it, and I think it'll be interesting to hear his opinion. He always surprises me. But you know what, I always try to, because it's hard when you go on these journeys and you have to be away, and I would be like, okay, I'm always at war, we just gotta do this. We do the countdown, 5 more weeks. Okay, mommy. I'm like, mommy, we're gonna be gone, and let's do this together. And so I try to include, so I hope he's, you know, happy for me and enjoys it in that way, because so he knows it's a journey we're on together, you know.
Sir, right here.
How long did it take you to get into character each day?
I don't really know. It gets easier. You know what happens is that I wouldn't know the time, to be honest with you. I think it just is a thing that kind of slowly, gradually happens, and then the longer you're making the film, then it just like clicks in. It's always the saddest part, the hardest part about it is that you always like, whatever you shot at the beginning of the movie, you're like, oh, I would have done it so differently now, you know, but what can you do?
What about makeup and everything?
Yeah, the makeup, it depended on the scene and how much skin was being shown, but I don't know, it's like 4 or 5 hours sometimes.
And just we have time for one more question, so we'll get the young lady right here.
I just wanted to let you know you did a phenomenal job in that whole action.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And the movie is in theaters on Friday, so make sure you let everybody know. #Warcraft movie, #@Warcraft movie, #Women Crush Wednesday, okay?
You're my woman crush as well, Angela. Thank you so much for doing this. You're such a sweetheart. I appreciate this very much.
Thank you so much for taking the time.